Hello and welcome to fourth grade. I am Catherine Brogue and I am so excited to be your child's fourth grade teacher this year. I am new to Valley View Elementary, but I am not new to teaching and I am not new to fourth grade. This is my 17th, 18th year of teaching, and the majority of that is in fourth grade. So I am so excited to be here at Valley View and be a part of your community and your school this year. A couple of things about me to clear up right away. Due to some personal circumstances, I have changed my name this summer. So the name I would like the kids to call me is Miss Brogue. That's B-R-O-G. It's a little bit different. However, the Davis School District hasn't quite gotten everything transferred over. So a lot of stuff, including my email, is still appearing as Meller, which was my previous name. So just know that that's in progress right now, and please be patient. Hopefully within the next few weeks and months, most of that should be transferred over. If you see things with Meller, know it's still me, or vice versa, and we'll patiently kind of work through this together. On a personal note, I have a 4-year-old daughter. I love to travel. I love to bake. I love to read. I love navy blue, and I love hedgehogs. And lastly, I love anything and everything that is milk chocolate. Mini Cadbury eggs or peanut butter M&Ms are usually my go-to. Jumping right into things, if you will take time to please complete all of your registration forms from the office and from Davis School District. The one here that gets missed the most is the internet device agreement, meaning that your child can use the devices here at school and that they will be safe and appropriate when online. If that one is not signed, they do not have access to any devices here at school, and that is not something I can override. They cannot even log in at school. It will kick them out. And so please make sure that one is signed. A few other things to be aware of. Davis School District does require background checks if you are going to be in the classroom, volunteering, or on field trips or class parties. So please make sure that that is complete. If you have completed it in years past, it should still be good. I know it is good for several years. If you have background checks from other companies that you maybe work with or things like that, those do not count, unfortunately. I know, and I'm sorry, I don't make the rules on that one. If you are new to Valley View, or if you do need to renew your background check, you can make an appointment with the Davis School District building in Farmington, and they will make an appointment for you that you can come in and get your fingerprints done and then have that cleared so you could be in our classrooms. If you haven't done that, just get that taken care of. PTA documents, anything that PTA is sent out, please make sure you're a part of signing up for PTA, and t-shirts or yearbooks or all of those things that come. Our PTA at Valley View is absolutely incredible, and through them we are able to do field trips and assemblies and bring in guest speakers to our classrooms and have extra classroom supplies and materials that other schools do not have. And so please support them, and please know that that comes right back to your student to benefit your students. Lastly, I get a lot of questions about, where's your volunteer sign up sheet? We want to volunteer. And yes, I want you in my room. I always need volunteers. But I'm going to send that out in a couple of weeks just so it gets sent out to everyone at the same time and everyone has the same opportunity to sign up. So know that that is coming. Next item of business is my class website. I will be running most everything through Canvas this year. I will post my announcements in Canvas. However, I know that it doesn't notify you as a parent when I do that. So I will also send an email with all my weekly updates and announcements and class happenings. So check your emails often. Make sure your email that you have in Encore and with the Davis School District under your My DSD is the one that you are checking regularly so that you're not missing those emails. If you want to see your child's assignments, their grades, how they're doing in class, go to Canvas. That is where I'm storing all of it this year. You can set up a parent account if you have more than one child, and then you can see all of their Canvas assignments for different children. If you just have one child and you don't want to go to the hassle of that, you can just use their login and click the grades button. Either way will get you there. All right, class supplies. This is another big one everyone always likes to ask about. This year, I am asking just for you to donate some classroom communal supplies to help refill what I have already purchased for your children. So at this point of the year, they are fully stocked desk, ready to go. I have pencil boxes, I have crayons, I have colored pencils, I have glue sticks, I have folders, I have notebooks, I have whiteboards, I have erasers, I have everything they need to start the year off successfully. I am asking for some class supplies to be donated so that then as those supplies run low during the school year, I can replenish them. I need each child to have 4 Black Expo markers. We do a lot of whiteboard work in class as those Expo markers run out of ink. I like to be able to replace them. If the kids keep their lids tight on their Expo marker, they only last about a month and a half. So we go through quite a few of those throughout the year. If you can get 6 pencils, that is great. If you can find the pre-sharpened ones, that's even better. If you can't, then that's okay. If you will also help by donating some Kleenexes, 27, 28, 29 little runny noses in the middle of winter, we can go through quite a bit of Kleenexes throughout the year. A ream of paper just helps with our printing and our budgets there. Some Clorox wipes, keeping our classroom clean. And last, your child will need a personal water bottle. This is just for them. Our classroom right now is running pretty warm, even with the air on and me just working in the classroom, and the thermostat on the wall is saying anywhere between 75 and 78 degrees most days. And so it does get warm. When I fill that little classroom with bodies, it will be even warmer, especially after recess, after PE, things like that. So if they can just have a personal water bottle that they can have to keep them cool and hydrated, that is really beneficial. It also lessens them missing crucial education time running to the hallway getting drinks continuously. And it doesn't need to be an expensive one. Just a cheap plastic Walmart run works great. So that is our classroom supplies. If you have any questions, let me know. If they have pencil boxes, pencil pouches, folders, please just keep them at home. Please keep them in their backpack. They really don't have room in their desk, and it just gets really messy with all the extra supplies if they bring any from home. All right, the next thing I want to talk about is I currently have a project on Donors Choose. Donors Choose is just a crowd fundraising website that education uses a lot. I provide the kids with headphones so that you are not constantly purchasing those throughout the year and they're not constantly losing them and breaking them in their desk. I've had a classroom set for about 15 years that have finally worn out and seen a better day. So I am just getting a new set of classroom headphones. If you want to donate to that project, you can scan the QR code below. Any donations are always appreciated, but if that's not in your budget, I totally understand that as well. That's just a little bit of an extra right there. A new policy that we're going to enforce this year at Valley View concerning phones and watches. So we are following the Davis School District policy on this, which is in alignment with Governor Cox and what he has asked schools to do this coming school year. And they are asking that students keep their phones and their smartwatches in their backpacks, or in our case, in their lockers here at Valley View, from bell to bell in the elementary world. So from that morning bell all the way till the end of the day, they're not to have their phone or their smartwatch They're not to have it during lunch. They're not to have it during recess. It needs to stay there. And I know that's really hard, especially when you need to communicate with your kid, but it causes so many issues here at school that we're hoping to eliminate some of those and provide a better experience for our kids while they're at school. This does include Gab Watches. I know those are really popular with our little kids. It's really hard for them, even when it's a text from someone on their Gab Watch, for them to stay focused in class. So the only watches they can have in class are good old-fashioned watches that do nothing but tell the time. If their watch can message, if it can make a phone call, if it has access to anything online, we're going to ask that it's in their backpack. The only exception to that is if your child has a 504 healthcare plan. For example, if your child is a diabetic, they need that smart watch to regulate their blood sugars and check their blood sugars, that's fine. But if your child doesn't have that, we're asking that they're in backpacks. So that leads to the next question. If they don't have their phone or their watch, how can I communicate with them as a parent? Because that can be really nerve-wracking. So we are asking that you contact the front office. The front office is absolutely fantastic at sending a runner down to our room and giving your child a message, or buzzing into our room and giving us a message as quickly as they can get it to us. The other option you have is you can email me. I check my email multiple times throughout the day. When I get your email, I will respond. Yep, I told little Johnny he's going home with his aunt today, or that he needs to go to a friend's house, or whatever your message is. If I do not respond, that just means I have not had time to check my email that day. And please, if it is something that needs immediate attention like that, just call the office and they'll get the message there to your child. There is nothing worse than when I get one of those emails, I don't see it before the end of the day, and then your little Susie is in tears because she was supposed to go home with a friend and she didn't know, and now she has no way home. And then I feel terrible, and it's just horrible all the way around. So contact the office. They're great at getting a message to your kids, and we will get through this together. If your child does need to communicate with you in case they get sick or they have forgotten something important or anything like that, please know that we will always let them use our phones here at school, our office phone, our classroom phones, to contact you. They're absolutely okay to do that. I'm even pretty lenient with my 4th graders. If I give them permission and they ask, I don't mind if they grab a personal watch or a cell phone to call you and say, hey, I'm sick, can you come pick me up today? As long as they ask permission first. So just know that that is going to be our rule school-wide with phones and watches. If you have questions or concerns, I know it's a big change, come talk to me and we will work through it. Birthdays. So birthdays are super fun. In 4th grade, I just celebrate them at the very end of the day, on the day of their birthday or the Friday before if it's on a weekend. Please know that we have a lot of food allergies in our room this year. So just be very mindful of those if you do choose to bring in a treat for your child's birthday. Non-food items also make great birthday celebrations. Stickers, erasers, pencils, anything like that is always fun too. Summer birthdays we will celebrate in May. So keep that in the back of your head if your child has a summer birthday. All right, a couple of big things happening this year. In my classroom, we are doing what is called the 40 book challenge. That means that I hope all children will be able to read 40 total books between the first day of school and the last day of school. That equals out to about 4 to 5 books per month, about a book a week is what they're reading. And with that, I have a tally sheet that will be in their take-home folder in the back of it that has a whole bunch of different genres that they can read and they can explore as they work their way through this. It also has some rules explaining that if it's a really large book like Harry Potter, it's going to count for multiple books on their tally chart. So to encourage them to read those bigger books, they'll get more points for those, if that makes sense. I have a whole bunch of more information I will send home on this in the coming weeks. I just wanted you to know that that is going to be a thing this year. Once a term, I am going to have parties and celebrations for those kids that are on track to meet their goals. So at the end of term 1, 10 books, the end of term 2, 20 books, and so on. I do count audiobooks. I do count books if they're reading with a parent or an adult. I do count our read alouds that we do in class. So I'm pretty lenient on what I'll count. So please join the fun there. The QR code you see at the bottom of your screen, if you scan that, it should take you to my book list. Over the years, I have just formulated and created a list. It's about 140 books right now that are appropriate for upper elementary kids. And all of them, it shows a picture of the cover. It gives you a synopsis. It's going to give you a difficulty level. It's going to give you the author. It's going to give you the genre. And if you don't know where to start, or if you are out of book ideas, start there. In no way is that list complete. They do not have to stick to the list. It's just some ideas to get them started, or if they get stuck, some ideas to think about. So hopefully that'll get you started. More information to come on that. Math facts. I really stress math facts at the beginning of our school year, because as we progress through 4th grade, we're going to get into long multiplication, long division, and fractions. And all of those topics are extremely difficult if you do not know your math, your multiplication, and your division facts. So my goal is that all children can pass off multiplication and division facts 0 through 12 in under 2 seconds. They do not have time to think about their math fact. They don't have time to figure it out. In their head, it's just got to be automatic. And if they can do that, their reward is that they get to smash a pie in my face. We will work on our math facts every day in class. I have a couple of different online programs. I have some fun games that we will do every day to work on those math facts, but know that some children might need a little bit extra support at home with that. So when you're in line at the grocery store, if you're in the car, work on those math facts. I will send out more information on that too. Just wanted you to know that was coming up here quickly. The last bit of information I have for you is our back to school night. That will be taking place August 13th. Our classroom times are from 6 to 7. We have been told by our principal that we can kind of choose our format for that. And so I am not going to do sit-down presentations. I feel like the information I would have given you in a presentation, I just gave you in this video. So I don't want to bore you with it again. So just come, and it is going to be a meet and greet open house style for my room. So come grab a treat, come see your child's desk, come see our classroom, come see your classmates, come tell me some fun things that you did this summer, but know that it's just an open house. So just come anytime between 6 and 7. I am here. I will be there. I will be happy to see you, but don't feel like you have to come right at the beginning of sessions. If you have questions, that is a great night to get them answered. So yeah, that's back to school night. If you have questions, let me know. More information will be coming in the next few weeks. So stay tuned. I try to send out at least weekly emails, and at this time of the year, you might even hear from me a couple times a week till we all get in routine and get the hang of things. So just stay tuned, watch your emails. And then lastly, if you have questions, if there are burning questions that you don't want to wait to get answered, I totally understand that. Go ahead and shoot me an email. My current email right now is kmeller@dsdmail.net, and I will respond as quickly as I can to you. But know that I am so excited to meet you. I am so excited to be at Valley View, and what a privilege it is to be a part of your community. I have heard nothing but absolutely fantastic things about your school and your community and what a powerful force you guys are. So I am so excited to be here and to work with you all, and I hope to see you soon.